Michael King Jr. was born in Atlanta, Georgia on January 15th, 1929. He was a minister and an activist, and he was best recognized for campaigning the rights of African Americans during the civil rights movements in the 1950s and the 1960s. We now remember him in great honor as Martin Luther King Jr. While he was growing up, life was hard for African Americans. The southern United States operated under the Jim Crow laws that kept black and white people segregated in what was called segregation. Black people had different schools, toilets, and even sections of bus than white people. They were also denied the right to vote in elections. Martin Luther King Jr. had his first experience of segregation at just 6 years old, when he was told he wasn't allowed to play with his friends anymore. His first major role in the civil rights movement came in 1955 after an African American lady, Rosa Parks, was arrested for refusing to give up her seat to a white man on a bus. This was an outrage in the African American community, and Martin helped to organize a boycott on the city's bus. After 381 days of protests, a court finally ruled that such segregation laws should no longer be recognized. In 1963, Martin gave his famous I Have a Dream speech at a famous rally named March on Washington. Over 250 people gathered in the county's capital to hear Martin and other activists speak about the importance of civil rights. It has been one of the most famous speeches in history and focuses on Martin's dream of a society where black people and white people live together in harmony. This is a picture with his kids. Tragically, Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated in 1968 in Tennessee, where he had been given a speech the day before. He was standing on a balcony of his hotel when he got shot. Martin Luther King Jr. is remembered for his tireless work during the civil rights movement and his dream that one day everyone would be treated as equals. A statue built in his memory now stands in Washington, D.C., and each year, the third Monday in January, it is celebrated as Martin Luther King Jr. And today we discussed heroes making a difference.